everybody, it's Rachel with Snapdoodle Toys, and today I'm going to be talking about Azul. So Azul is a strategy game where you take turns pulling colored tiles and adding them to your board. Each player has their own board where you're trying to fill these rows with the same colored tiles, and then at the end of the round, you move the tiles into the scoring side of the board. That is, if you can gather enough of the same colored tiles to fill the row. One thing that's really cool about this game that adds an extra challenge is the way that the tiles are set up in the supply. So you have these circles and 4 tiles are pulled randomly from this bag of all of the tiles and put on each circle. Now, as you go around taking turns drawing from the supply, you can either take from one of these circles, but here's the trick. When you take from the circle, you take all of the tiles of one color. So for example, on this tile, if I wanted these red tokens, I would take both of them, and then these other tiles would move to the center. Where if I wanted one of these single color tiles, I would only take one of those and move the other ones into the center. So here's where it adds the challenge. You might have your eye on one of these circles for one specific color, let's say blue, but one of the other players might also have their eye on the same circle, but they're looking at one of the different colored tiles. So another really cool thing that adds a little bit more difficulty to this game is that there's a couple ways that you can lose points at the end of a round. So I explained how you can draw tiles from these circles, but you can also choose to draw all of the same colored tile from the center. So if you remember, I said when you pick from one of these circles, you pick one color and the rest go in the center. So if you choose to pick from the center and you're the first person in the game, in that round to pick from the center, you take this 1 token and you get -1 at the end of the round. And then another way to lose points is if you either choose not to play a tile on your board or if you can't. And so that just makes it a little more difficult and adds a little bit of variation to each round because you never know what tiles are going to be available for you to take. Another thing that I love about this game are the patterns and the colors on the tiles. It is so pretty, and so that just adds to the enjoyment while you're playing it. So if you're looking for a game that has a little bit of strategy but is super easy to learn, this is the game for you. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our other game videos.